Welcome back to BTL Production. So the Windsor, Canada Assembly Plant is back up and running. Great news for Canadian workers and the 900, hopefully, workers that were laid off in the U.S. Hopefully they'll get to go back to work as well. What's behind this story? Stick with me and we'll talk about it after the intro. Welcome back, guys. So, Canadian workers at the Windsor, Ontario, Canada plant got great news last Friday that they would be returning to work as of Monday. So, they're going to have 2 shifts up and running again. However, unfortunately, they're only providing 2 weeks of certainty, which in the climate, we're living in right now, where things change very rapidly, I guess it's kind of to be expected. The plant originally shut down the first half of April due to Donald Trump's 25% tariffs on Canadian vehicles coming into the U.S. So Stellantis shuttered the plant temporarily to assess how this was going to affect their business. Unfortunately, they're probably not really too sure yet how this is going to affect things, but at least the workers have a couple weeks of work anyhow, and hopefully, like I said in the intro, they'll be able to bring back at least some of these 900 U.S. workers that were laid off due to parts shortages that were caused by the Canadian plant closure. So this plant produces the Chrysler minivan and the Dodge Charger Daytona. I think they are working on something here. I read this in another article that I read from for another video that you guys will have seen released today as well. And they mentioned this in there. So I decided to dig a little deeper and see what's going on here. Watch a couple other videos from a couple other creators. TK's Garage is one of the ones I looked at. And I'm in agreement with him that I think that they are putting in the inline 6. They're putting this plant back up and running so they can get some inline 6 chargers out in the market. Because from everything I've read, apparently coming 2026 for the Charger Daytona EV, it's going to be order only. They have so many of these things sitting on lots everywhere that they can't get rid of. So I think they're going to be a little more cautious going into the next model year on how many of these they're going to produce. And one of the ways to do that is do it on order only basis. How this will work out for them, well, time will tell. I don't know. Some people probably don't want to wait and they're going to want to go to the lots and buy them off of there. But then again, there's lots of 2025s they can buy. So I don't really know. Probably not going to hurt them that much. So we shall see. I would say, best guess, 2025 production is done and they want to work towards these 2026s right now. So how's this inline 6 going to sell? I personally think it's going to sell pretty well. Why? Well, one thing, I think there's a lot of people that like to turn their cars over every 2 to 3 years, and you're kind of getting at that time frame now where there's probably a lot of people that have 2, 3, 4-year-old Dodge Chargers that they purchased that they would like to upgrade and buy a new one. There you go. We got this for you. And when the Hemi goes back in there, going to keep those people happy as well. It will be going in there. So I think there's going to be more demand for this than there was for, say, the Ram. Because, my opinion, car buyers are quite different than truck buyers. And I think the V8 is far more important in a Ram truck than a Charger. Not to say it's not important in the Charger, and not to say it won't sell in a Charger, but I think it's going to go over a lot better. The inline six is going to go over a lot better in the Charger. Hopefully, they get some of these issues that has been plagued with ironed out. Looking at the way they're rolling out the Grand Cherokee and the Durango, and how they're shutting down plants to make sure they get things right. Hopefully, they're putting in some fixes in that V6 that will be going in the Charger as well. So hopefully this will give them time to iron out the issues, and they'll do well. I hope they do well with this. I know a lot of Dodge fans out there. I know some personally that have been very disillusioned with the company over the past couple of years and the direction they're going, totally alienating their core market. But I think they're finally getting this figured out. And I think it was just in the nick of time, because if you gave this another year, I hate to think what would happen to Dodge. I think it may have been done. But we shall see what happens. Anyhow, that's my view from behind the wheel. Leave me a comment below. Let me know what you guys think. Are you excited to see the plant up and running again? Hopefully for longer than 2 weeks, but we'll see. Are you excited to see an inline six in a Charger, or are you waiting out for a Hemi? I don't know. Let me know what you think. Like the video and subscribe as well. And as always, I hope you guys have a great day, and I will see you in the next video.
I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up. I don't ever slow up, no I don't take shit. I got no love for the fakeness. If you wanna play tough and wanna hate this, I'll always show up.